Okay, hi, hello. I don't particularly like having my hair like this. I prefer it like this, but it's incredibly warm and I cannot deal with it on my neck right now. I should put it up. That was an introduction. This is the second part of Summerween and I am having the best time. I really love Summerween. Sometimes I wish it was like a month long or like 2 weeks, because I just have the best time, and I know I can continue just reading thrillers after this, but I don't. So there's that. This kind of forces me to do it, because otherwise I'm convinced that I shouldn't be picking horror and thriller up till October, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, this week's reading, I did read 5 books last week, 4 of which are graphic novels, and one of them it didn't really fit the theme, but it is what it is because I was taking part in another readathon at the same time. But this week, for the rest of Summerween, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. I am particularly busy. So today, which is Monday, my mum's coming for lunch and my cousin is back from Singapore, so we're going out for lunch at 1 o'clock, and then my mum's staying the evening. I sound incredibly disappointed about that. I'm not, it's fine, but I'm gutted because it means that I have to entertain, and sometimes I don't like. Especially when I'm enjoying like what I'm currently doing with my job, like with reading and with work as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to entertain her. I'm wondering if I can convince her to pick up a book instead. We'll see. But I have that this evening, and then tomorrow is my sister-in-law's birthday, so I'm gonna go and see her in mid-afternoon, maybe like 4ish. So I will call and see her for a little bit, and then in the evening I am watching A Perfect Pairing on Netflix with my patrons. Wednesday is a work day, Thursday is a work day, so, and then we're out in the evening for my sister-in-law's birthday meal. So I'm gonna get probably no reading done on Thursday, which is a shame. So I only really have 3 days. So I don't know how well this is gonna go. It probably won't be as many books as I read in the last portion of this week-long readathon, but I am keen to try and get quite a bit done. So what's still left on my TBR, I did start early hours of this morning The Last House on Needless Street by Katarina Ward. I was supposed to be reading The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix for the slasher prompt. However, I got like 2 chapters in, the chapters are long in that book, I got like 2 chapters into it and I've got no idea really what's happening, other than the fact that I think they're in the support group and they're arguing about something really petty like sandwiches or something. Other than that, I don't know what's happening, so I'm gonna restart that at some point because I'm obviously not concentrating on it. However, this is my local from home book club pick, and I only joined this book club last month, so this is my first book with them, and I would really like to try and read it. So despite the fact that I've DNF'd this previously about 50 pages in, I am going to try again. So I did get to page 33 last night. I'm having the same feels about this one, but I am trying to tab it up where things are a little bit weird, so that I have like discussion points during our discussion. I'm a bit nervous about this book club, I'm not gonna lie, because it's an in-person one and I've never met any of these people before in my life, but I saw it as an opportunity to make friends locally, which I don't have. I've been living here nearly 11 years and the only people I know are my neighbours either side of me. That's it. So I took it as an opportunity to try and make friends with people that might be around my age, maybe a little bit older, via a book club, because why not? So we'll see how that goes. But this is, and then I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to pick this up. So I have to have read it by a week on today anyway, because that's when our meeting is. So I'm reading this. This is bizarre. This is about a house at the end of a street. This is the story of a murderer, a stolen child, revenge. This is the story of Ted, who lives with his young daughter Lauren and his cat Olivia in an ordinary house at the end of an ordinary street. All these things are true, and yet some of them are lies. An unspeakable secret binds the family together, and when a new neighbour moves in next door, the truth may destroy them all, because there's something buried in the dark forest at the end of Needless Street. But it's not what you think. This is already a bizarre book. We have had a chapter from Ted, and I've had a chapter from Olivia, the cat. Bizarre. There's mixed reviews. I don't know if I'm going to like this one, but the people in my book club have already said, a lot of them have already said, once you get past the 3rd waypoint, like past a third into the book, it picks up the pace and you don't want to put it down because there's like a big reveal or something. So we'll see how that goes. I also have Witches Volume 1. It's downstairs. I'll show a picture of it here. And then, which I might read, that is supposed to be like an incredibly horrific horror novel. We'll see how that goes. So that's where I'm up to. So I'm going to make a move because I want to fit my last clip into the rest of the vlog and get that up for today. I wouldn't mind getting some reading in before my mum gets here, and I do still have a little bit of tidying up to do. Well, I have a fuck ton looking around this room, but it is what it is. So yeah, I need to make a move and I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you. Look like a scruff today. Honestly, it's just too fucking hot to care. So it is 1:25 on Tuesday afternoon. It is incredibly hot. I haven't left the house and I have no plans on doing so. It is currently 37 degrees here in Wigan, and it's supposed to be getting hotter, around about 38 by 2 p.m. So I have zero intentions of leaving the house unless it's literally to run across the road for ice cream. There's a shop across the road, not just random ice cream sitting there in the street. So I thought I would come and give you an update. Today I am packing bookmarks. You've probably just seen a little clip. I am currently doing the Polathon bookmarks for Jade's Readathon. So I'm packing those because they go on sale tomorrow. I have so far, including like the amount I packed yesterday as well, I think I've packed 130 or so, 330 or so bookmarks so far. I have approximately 170 to go. So that's not bookmarks, that's packs. So we need to double that because there's 2 bookmarks in a pack. It doesn't matter, that's not part of Summerween. I have spent the morning since I got up and my mum left binge watching Summerween vlogs. So I have watched Kayla's, Gabby's, Katie's and Alexandria's so far, Lexi's. Oh, and I watched Gav's as well because I am one of his patrons, so I got it early access. So I have been binging those, and now it's time for me to get some reading done again. So last night, am I blurry or is it my eyes? There we go. Oh, it wasn't my eyes. Okay, so last night I did continue doing a bit more reading, not as much as I'd hoped because my mum was staying. Get to the 100-page mark in The Last House on Needless Street by Katarina Ward. I think I've mentioned that I'm reading this for my local book club. So I would like to try and get through this. I have previously DNF'd this book around the 44-page mark. I was fucking confused, quite honestly, and I didn't have the capacity at the time, I don't think, to try and figure out what was going on. It's a reasonably lengthy book, like I'm 100 pages in, and there's still quite a ways to go. I think we're just shy of 400 pages. So I was texting in the group WhatsApp as well for this book club last night, and quite a few people have said to me, like, try and give it to at least 100 pages, see how you feel. I am going to continue. I am intrigued. I have been making notes. I've decided to set up this little notepad for my book club reads because I obviously have my own book club as well, Literature Book Club, and I would like to start making notes on books. I don't tend to write in my books, which is something that I may want to start doing, but I'm not sure because I don't have capacity to hold all of my books and keep them all. So usually if I'm not going to reread it, I get rid of it. So if I start writing in it, it's going to be difficult to get rid of. So I have my little notebook and I've been making notes. I have like the characters down here, and then I have been making some predictions as well. So I'm intrigued to see how these predictions go, but this book is really fucking weird. Basically a girl went missing quite a few years ago, and this guy called Ted was accused of it. The girl's body never showed up, so we don't know if she's still missing or whether she's actually dead. And this guy called Ted was accused, some shit went down, and then he was you know, wiped off the accusation list, and I don't think they ever got to the bottom of it. So Ted, we follow Olivia, his cat, which is really fucking bizarre, and then we've started following another character. I don't want to spoil who that is because it doesn't say anything on the back of the book about who it is, so I don't want to spoil who that is. Ted's got a daughter called Lauren, and this man is very bizarre. He's a very unreliable character. He drinks a lot and he's on some medication. I'm not fully sure why, but there is some stuff going down, and I haven't been able to figure out whether this book is paranormal, like it has a paranormal / supernatural element to it, whether there's like ghosts involved or whether he's having like some hallucinations or something. I don't know, but there's some very sus stuff going on, and it's really bizarre to me that at this point the most normal character in the book is Olivia the cat, who is it's very, very bizarre to me. The cat's gay as well, so just to add that element to it, the cat's gay, and it's weird, but I'm intrigued. At this point I've started making predictions. When I start making predictions, I'm then intrigued. So I would like to make some more progress into this today. I would actually love to finish this today, but I don't think that's going to be possible. I do have Patreon watch along this evening for a perfect pairing. I kind of want to watch, like, I was watching Kayla's video earlier and I kind of want to watch Scream or Scary Movie, but we're going to be watching a perfect pairing this evening from 7 p.m, so maybe I'll watch something later, I don't know, but I want to try and make some more progress in this. I'm going to go carry on packing bookmarks and get some listening of this done and make some more notes, and I will check back in with you when I've got an update for you.
Currently, I can't join in with this.
Well, that's rude.
Ashley's just like jumped up on me like a tapped like little bitch. But thank you, that's gonna go on my vlog.
Hello loves, it is currently 1 a.m. on Thursday morning. It's the last day of Summerween and I'm really sad. I don't want it to end. I had a really good time. I do have a reading update for you. I'm probably not going to wrap this up here because the lighting is shit and I don't look particularly great because it's after o'clock in the morning, and I've had a busy evening packing bookmarks because we had a new drop for Polathon. So I just wanted to come on and give you an update because I feel like I haven't updated this vlog that much, to be honest. I can't remember the last thing I actually said to you, but it might have been on Monday or Tuesday, which is a shame. Today, Wednesday, I have been at work, so that's the reason why I haven't updated you yet today. But I did manage to finish the last house on Needless Street. But I should probably just go to bed, to be perfectly honest. I've just thrown stickers everywhere. If you can hear rattling, it's my fan. Anywho, I have finished The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward, maybe. This was a very bizarre book. I made many pages of predictions in my little notebook. I decided to start writing in here because this book I'm reading for a local book club group, like an in-person one. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of notes from this book without a review yet as well, because I wouldn't mind writing one of those in there to just try and maybe get some of my thoughts down. I actually don't know how I feel about this book, so I did run it through Corpile. I feel like that might be the easiest way for me to explain my thoughts on this book. I did run it through Corpile, which is a rating system that has been made by G from Book Roast to help people rate their books, which I have been using now for 2 or 3 years. And I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link to the video down below that G explains everything for Corpile. So Corpile stands for characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, enjoyment, and you rate it out of 10 for each of those things, and it gives you an overall rating for the book to help you rate your books. So for this, I gave the characters 6. Now, the reason being, this is literally my entire thought for the whole book, because this book is incredibly bizarre. I don't know how to explain how I feel about this book. It was very clever. It was very bizarre, very weird, and not something I think I've necessarily read before, but I can imagine has been done previously. I think it was very well written. So for the writing, I gave it 7. The atmosphere, I gave it 8. The atmosphere was really good. I did find it a little bit creepy in parts, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say necessarily a horror. I know it's categorized as a horror, but I wasn't freaked out. Like, there wasn't parts of it where I was just like, I don't want to pick this up anymore, or oh my god, I'm shitting my pants, or let me turn the light on, I don't like it. It was more so that it gave the atmosphere of, this is disturbing is the word I'm looking for this book. It's disturbing and uncomfortable, and I feel very disorientated with the book. These are the types of words I'm looking for this book. Maybe I should write these down. Let's do that. You're about to come with me on a process of potential ADHD right now. Let's see how this goes.
12 seconds later.
What was the other word I said? You can't answer me. Fuck's sake. My brain wants to say discombobulated. That's not correct. Oh, it could work, but disturbing, uncomfortable. It doesn't matter, I've said it on here. I can write it down once I've rewatched this clip. Anyway, those are the things. I need that. What am I doing? Those are the things I'm feeling about this book. So, the atmosphere was good though. I did feel very, just very disturbed. I don't know how to explain how I feel about this book. There's so much that happens in it that I can't even tell you, because everything is a spoiler. Everything is a spoiler. The plot was, I gave 7. It was good. It was a good plot. Once you knew what was going on, it was a very good plot. I think because for a good portion of the book, you haven't got a fucking clue what's going on. It's confusing and disorientating. Was that the other word I was thinking of? Maybe I should take this clip to my doctors. Intrigue 7. I was intrigued by this, but once I'd got past the first 100 pages, I was intrigued, because I have told you previously that I did DNF this previously at the 44 page mark. So once I got past this point, I was intrigued. I wanted to know what happened to everybody, but I didn't. I just found it entirely confusing and very just way too bizarre in the beginning, that I actually DNF'd it originally. And I do wonder how many people get to that point and go, no, I don't want to continue with this anymore because I don't like it. But Otherwise a 7. Logic got a 7. I think once you know what's going on, the logic of it is very, very clever, but to get to that point it can be confusing. I think because I was making notes, it made it a lot easier for me. I was making notes for a good portion of the book, and then I kind of stopped, and then I was making them as I was going through. All of a sudden I'd get a brainwave and I'd be like, oh my god, I've got a prediction for this, and then I would have to very quickly find my spot in the book because I was listening to the audio while packing and write down my prediction, and then it came true. I think that's one of the things actually I did like about this, was that I had a prediction very close to when it was about to happen, and then it came true, which for me, my predictions never come true in thrillers and horrors because I suck at them. And this is what I actually love about reading them, because I don't read them very often and I'm quite naive as a person. I never see things coming. So logic, I gave it a 7, and then overall enjoyment, I did give it an 8. I did enjoy, as much as you can enjoy this book, I enjoyed it for what it was. I thought that it was a very well written book. I thought it was particularly clever. It does all come together in the end and make some sort of sense. But if you kind of lose your way partway through this book, it won't make any sense to you come the end. But I think it was very cleverly done, and I did enjoy it. And now I do want to pick up Sundial, which I know is the next book by this author, and I have had my eye on it for a while, but I didn't, because I DNF'd this previously, I wasn't going to pick it up. But I think I might give it a go now because I know the writing style a bit better and stuff. So overall, it got a 4-star. And yeah. This is such a messy clip. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the goings on in my brain when I feel like I don't know how to explain how I feel about something. Trigger warnings for child abuse and animal abuse in here. Just be wary of that going in. But other than that, I can't tell you anything else. It was great. I think it was good. I had a good time. I was intrigued though. I did want to continue on with it, and once I got going, I did really plow through it. Like that last portion, the last half, I flew through. It was good, and I'm glad that I finished it. I did also start Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. There's no way I'm going to manage to finish this before the end of the Summerween, which is a shame. But I did get to about 35% last night. This is a kind of semi-modern day spin on And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which I have not read. But I feel like this has been done again and again and again. And so far I'm enjoying it. We're following Daisy Darker, who is one of 3 sisters. Her eldest sister Rose, and then middle sister Lily. Her mum is Nancy, dad is Frank. We have Nana, and then we have Connor, who is another boy. They all end up going to this island in which Nana lives on, and I think Nana's getting to a point where she feels like she's going to come to an end soon, but she wants to dish out what's going to be happening with the will. It turns out though that this family is very dysfunctional and a lot of stuff's going down. Oh, also Trixie, Lily's daughter. And a lot of stuff goes down, and essentially it is one of those where someone dies, and then, you know, slowly but surely they all end up dying until I assume one of them is left. But I am finding that this could be a case of, I don't know if it's somebody that's with them or there's another person on the island. So I don't think I have suspicions yet, per se. I have again started, I hit my elbow on the table, I have again started making notes. So 35% in, but slowly but surely making my way through, and I am enjoying it so far. I have found that I already hate one of the characters severely. Lily is an asshole, and I dislike her horrifically. So that's what I'm up to with that. Whether or not I get any more read, because it's already 1 AM, and I think I'm just going to go to bed and watch Kayla's Summerween vlog, which she's just uploaded earlier, I think. So I think I'm going to go to bed and watch that, and then try and get some sleep, because I got no sleep last night. And then I've got work in the morning, and then we're going out for a meal for my sister-in-law's birthday, and then I'll be staying at Andy's. So I don't know when I'm going to get the chance to wrap this up. It could be Friday evening. So we'll see whether or not I get any further into Daisy Darker. I doubt it, but maybe I might be able to sneak a little bit more reading in tomorrow. while I'm at work, but we'll see. But yeah, this has been a very long update and incredibly chaotic. I do apologise. I don't know. The more the days go, the more I think I need to go see my doctor. So yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna go and get in bed, but I am glad that I managed to get this done. Watch Kayla's video and hopefully get some sleep this evening, because I didn't last night. And I will check back in with you probably with the wrap up. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, hi. I'm here to wrap this reading vlog up. It is now Friday and I am hoping to get this vlog up tomorrow. I'm not feeling particularly well though, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm just here to wrap it up and let you know exactly what I read over the course of the week for Summerween. You will have seen, or if you haven't yet, I will link it up here and down below, my first reading vlog for Summerween, in which I did read 5 books. So I did read Monster in the Woods by Amy Willis, and I gave this a 5 stars. If you want to know more, check that vlog out about all of these that I'm about to mention. I also read Homesick Pilots Volume 1 Teenage Haunts. This I gave 4 stars, I'm fairly certain, if I remember correctly. I really enjoyed it. I read Lightfall Shadow of the Bird by Tim Probert. I gave 5 stars. This doesn't necessarily fit with the theme of Summerween, but I was reading it for Pokeathon, which kind of crossed over on the weekend. I also read Lumberjanes Volume 7, which I gave 3 stars. I am enjoying continuing on with that series. Doesn't necessarily fit with Summerween. It's more spoopy than it is spooky. And I also read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, which I gave 2 stars. This was a huge disappointment. You know what? I think I've read something for every star other than 1. And I haven't DNF'd anything, so that's fantastic. And then in this reading vlog, I did manage to read The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. I gave this one 4 stars. The more I think about this though, the more I think it could be a 5-star read. I was talking with my friend Caitlin about this the other day, and I said to her, because she was asking how I was feeling about it, and I said to her I basically had like a 10-minute meltdown in my vlog trying to explain how I was feeling about this one, and a couple of words that came to mind maybe after that was disturbing and disorientating, and very bizarre and things like that. So, but also thought-provoking and quite sad in places as well. When you actually sit down and really think about exactly what happened in this book, it is incredibly sad. And yeah, it just gave me a lot of feelings, and I feel like if I was to reread it again in a couple months time, it could be a 5-star, or you know, like if I continue to think about it the way I have been, it could be a 5-star. Caitlin said that she's not been able to stop thinking about it. It's been a few months since she read it now, and it's ended up being a 5-star for her in the end. She did give it 4 stars initially, but because she can't stop thinking about it, it's ended up being a 5. So I think that could be the case with me as well. I also think that once I've had my discussion with the book club on Monday, that it then could become a 5-star as well. The more that we discuss it, the more that I'm gonna realise just how incredibly good this book really was. So yeah, I read this, and I also managed to get approximately 35% into Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, which I am enjoying. It's very good. So yeah, I feel like this was a pretty successful Summerween. I'm sad it's over. I kind of wish that it was a month long. But yeah, I had a really good time, and I hope you have enjoyed this reading vlog and also the first one. Chat to me in the comments down below. Did you take part? What did you read? What was your favourite book? Have you read this? Did you have any thoughts on it? Chat to me in the comments down below. If you just want to let me know you were here but don't want to talk to me specifically, that's absolutely fine. Leave me a ghost emoji. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.